Welcome everyone to Gamer Meld. Today I've got so many big stories I know you've been waiting for. Starting with Intel's 12th gen CPUs going 10 nanometers, Tiger Lake's release date, Nvidia's RTX 3000 a power hog, and AMD's next gen seeing big performance gains. Okay, it's news time, and first up for today we have a couple new leaks on Intel's upcoming 12th gen Alder Lake desktop CPUs. The first one comes from a respected leaker on the PTT forums and later tweeted by Momomo_US. In it, we essentially get confirmation on the leak from a little while back. Not only is Alder Lake using a similar design architecture to the big dot little design from ARM, but we're looking at an 8 big and 8 little core configuration on the desktop variant, as well as a 6 big core and 0 little core model. Here we even see P and mobile variants, so Intel is going all in on Alder Lake. Not only that, but according to a call from semiaccurate.com's Charlie Demersion with Susquehanna, Alder Lake may actually use 10 nanometers on the CPU.
Oh, I'm so happy!
Sure, it also means 14 nanometers on the iGPU, but as gamers, the iGPU definitely isn't that important. Basically, we may finally get past 14 nanometers on the CPU by Intel's 12th gen. Let's just hope they finally have all their security issues fixed by then. Now, if you want to keep your data safe, it's best to use a different password for everything, but remembering all of them is nearly impossible. That is, unless you use today's sponsor, Dashlane, the online tool that manages all your passwords for you. They have a password generator to ensure they're secure, and Dashlane auto-fills it when logging in. Plus, they can securely save your credit cards, addresses, and other personal information and autofill them anywhere you need. Oh, and everything's encrypted, which means you know you're protected. So don't wait and make logging in on everything everywhere way easier. You can get Dashlane for free on your first device by heading to dashlane.com/gamermeld. And then when you want to upgrade to premium, use my code GAMERMELD for 25% off. Next up for today, it looks like we have a release date for Intel's upcoming Tiger Lake. In a recent report from The Verge, Intel apparently sent out press invites to an event on September 2nd. They didn't give much other than, quote, something big. Of course, we know Intel promised a release for this year, but the thing that shall not be named has pushed things back. Still, between tons of leaked benchmarks, Ryan Shrout teasing GPU performance, and Acer announcing Swift 5 laptops with Tiger Lake shipping this fall, it's almost definitely that. The event is virtual, of course, and I definitely mark your calendars for this one. Next up for today, I've got a bit of an update to a recent story, as well as some new info. For those who saw my last video, I discussed the rumor going around about Nvidia's next-gen RTX 3000 series coming with a new 12-pin power connector. Well, in the comments of that video, I pinned an update from Igor's lab. It comes from their forums where Igor himself states, quote, "This has primarily nothing to do with Ampere, but the dreadful Y-splitters of the PCI Express cables. It is about a new standard that requires 16 AWG. I've been under NDA for 3 months and I'm thinking about what I can bring." That statement led me to believe Nvidia wasn't doing that, but in a recent post by Igor's lab, it sounds like this very well could be the case. The difference is that it's more about bad wiring used in low-end PSUs. Apparently Nvidia or PSU suppliers would include an adapter if it's the case. At the very least, Nvidia seems to be looking into this for use at some point. And while addressing the PCI Express cables is certainly a big reason, I don't think it would be an issue for Nvidia if the rumors on Ampere's high wattage weren't true. Remember that not only are there numerous articles from Igor's lab himself claiming the high-end Ampere gets up to 350 watts, but there's similar claims from other prominent leakers. That's nearly 100 watts more than the RTX 2080 Ti. At the end of the day, Nvidia's next-gen Ampere looks to be a serious power hog. Now, that does sound bad, but it could also mean that Nvidia is pushing these to the max for some impressive performance gains, especially given they're on a much better node than Turing. Let's just hope it's all worth it. Lastly for today, there's an update on AMD's upcoming Zen 3 based Ryzen and EPYC CPUs. In an exclusive report by Adore TV, they give us quite a bit of new information. For starters, Adore TV apparently has a new roadmap that they can't show us, but it shows AMD's next-gen EPYC Milan is being pushed a bit further for release. That obviously means things are being released later than AMD initially planned, but obviously still this year. Next up, we actually have some performance numbers for Zen 3's Milan, though of course these are from unnamed sources so they can be wrong. Still, Adore TV has gotten things right in the past. Either way, according to them, Milan is over 20% faster in single-threaded integer workloads, as well as 20% faster in 32-core integer workloads, and between 10 and 15% faster in all-core workloads. Overall, they put the integer IPC increase over 15%, with a new article confirming around a 10% performance increase in floating point performance. Moving back to the last article, Adore TV talks Ryzen 4000 series. Here, they claim 4th gen desktop Ryzen will be around 20% faster than Matisse or desktop Ryzen 3000. I'm not sure if that includes any increase in clocks, but it does seem to be overall. Ultimately, some of these are speculation, but given the performance increases that they're hearing on Milan, as well as AMD promising a decent average IPC increase themselves, a 20% performance increase overall should be fairly easy. Basically, Zen 3-based desktop Ryzen 4000 is looking to be a very nice performance increase, and that's likely with it still on 7nm. Let's just say, I can't wait for 5. So while that does it for today, are you excited for next-gen Ryzen CPUs, or are you just waiting for Nvidia's RTX 3000 GPUs? Let me know down in the comments below, and don't forget to check out Blinkist. And as always, have a great day!